Hello, guys. Hello, guys. So, I've been making these hands as a warm up practice so I get improve and making them. So, I'm gonna do a warm up session with you guys, and you can also follow me. You can also grab your art book, notebooks, and can copy me. So, I am doing this practice. This actually depicts how the hands move. It will help you. You won't understand it right away, but it will help you. I actually came across this by watching one of the video of a YouTuber, and I thought maybe I can use this sheet to get improve in making hands. just drawing the 3D plane. It's just a warm-up technique. Then I'll start making hands. When we draw hands, you see like hand takes different shapes. You can see the both side of hands when you draw it. Like if you place a hand like this, you can also see this side and also see this side. So actually this 3D drawing is depicting that. Like you can see the outer surface and also the inner surface. So it is actually, it is like a, you can say, it can help you in making the hands. Hello, hello amigo. It's okay. When you practice your art, you get better at it. Art need practice, not every day. Whenever you want to make art, you can make art. You don't have to sit every day for making art, because making art every day can also exhaust you. It's okay, you guys will improve. Just keep practicing. When you make art, draw whatever you like. Don't force yourself. Yeah, so what I was saying, whenever you draw art, don't go for the hard things, go for the easy ones. Like don't think like you will be able to make a realistic art right away. You need practice. You know, there are various websites where you can find references for your art. They also give you timings, like you can set your timings that you want to make a rough sketch of that reference, maybe in 5 minutes, 15 minutes. So that is the way you can practice your art. When you make art, you should always study your reference. The longer you study your reference, the more better your art result is, you know. In which area of art do you struggle the most? What is the most struggling part in your art journey? So yeah, I did the rough sketching of this. Let's get to some different things. So I'm gonna go make some hands, okay? I'm going to make 2 to 5, I think, yeah, 4 to 5 days I've been just making hands because I was really struggling. Yeah, I don't know. My internet is also not working right now. Yeah, it's okay now. So before coming live, I actually studied lot of hands and I came up with a different yeah, geofiber. Yeah, it was, I don't know what was happening right now. My internet was not working. Let's go for something easy. So whenever you draw hand, make a shape something like this. This is to represent your this surface. Okay. So the reference is this, you can see. And you can see here the there is a arch. Okay, hand fingers are not in a fingers are not placed in a straight line, they are always in an arc. Okay, and the thumb always comes here. Okay, so to make fingers I am just making these small circles These are going to depict the knuckles, the places of knuckles. What are knuckles? Knuckles are these. These are knuckles. So I'm going to make the circles. Hello, Apoor. I am also going to make some small circles right above. These will depict these bones, these joints. Okay. So I am just closely looking at this reference and placing these circles. One of the technique is this, like you can make a rough line, like this. And go. Okay, so this is the rough sketch of this hand. Now I am going to make the outline. I will also fade whatever I made so it can give a clearer view of what I am making. So in the places of these joints and the knuckles, I am gonna make a edgy look. Okay. See. So wherever these joints are, see, this surface is a bit edgy, but in the opposite side, our skin goes a bit deeper. Okay, so you can draw this in 3 strokes, like this. Now again, the joint, I'm going to make an edgy look. Okay. You don't have to copy the reference exactly. You are just trying to make a good looking hand. You are not just going to copy the reference, you are taking a reference. So you can get better at making these. See, now when we look at this hand, you can make 3 strokes like this, this and this. Now for the bones and the knuckles, the knuckle is a bit edgy. Okay, so now I am going to erase these circular lines. Okay, so in the places of our joints and our finger, our skin is a bit wrinkly. Okay, so we are going to make small lines like these. Okay, yeah, exactly. My internet is also slow right now. I'm gonna recharge in my cell phone, I think. Hello, guys, am I audible? Okay, okay. Okay, so we should we move to another one? Okay, so I'm gonna grab another reference. Let's go with this. So you can see this one is really hard. You can see this surface. Okay, okay, shaded too. I will do it afterwards. So I'm gonna make a weird shape like this, which is roughly resembling the surface. Now I'm gonna make the circles for the knuckles. Actually, I was going to make knuckles like this. Yeah, corn. and this one is for your thumb. So I made the rough art of this. Okay, here she is holding this beads, which I think I will not make that because right now we are focusing on hands. Okay, now we will lighten these guidelines. The same concept is here. Whenever there is the joint, when we are drawing the joints, around the joints we will make a sharp edgy line, and to the opposite side we will continue with these 3 strokes. I hope this actually helps you guys because I was practicing these hands from last 4 to 5 days, so I can come up to you guys and teach you something good. So I eventually end up making these beads. Okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna erase the guidelines completely. So we can do a bit of detailing here. Okay. I'm gonna make some palm lines. We'll make the nails. Because this is the hand of a female, so nails are more prominent than fingers. Nails are longer than the fingers. Okay. Even when I'm making the thumb from the back side, the nail is visible also in the reference, so I am going to make it in that way in my art too. Okay, so this is a hand of a young female, so there are not a lot of wrinkles here, so I'm gonna make light wrinkles, not very dark. Okay, you can make few lines. Okay, done. A rough sketch is done. You can practice making hands like these. Okay, let's get to the hand of a Gojo. Okay, so this is a hand of a young male, young Asian male, or young thin or slender male, just who does not have so much wrinkles on his hand. His hands are really frail, and he does not have longer nails than his finger. Okay, so I told you the knuckles are uh, arranged in an arc like structure. Okay, so that's why I'm making this surface a little bit rounder. So this is the back side where the thumb will be. So first knuckle here, then here, then here, and the other one is here. This way. This is the sleeve of the person, and now here's the rough sketch of this hand. Then we're gonna erase it. Again, go with the same concept. Knuckles and bones a bit edgy. Then I'm gonna make the 3 strokes. So whenever we fold hand, this area of the skin gets some lines, some wrinkles that I'm gonna make. Then the palmar region, then the back side of the hand, and the thumb. So have you ever wondered why we struggle when we make art? Like when we make art in a different position, when we make perspective art, why do we struggle? We usually struggle because in our mind there is a figure, like a person has to be, his hand has to be like this. Okay, hands are like this. So whenever there is things like, if someone is, we are making a hand like this or like this is unusual. So our brain cannot comprehend this change, and that's why we mess up in making art. I learned it from somewhere. This is not my knowledge. Yeah. So to get better in art, we have to take time and make different. We have to make different kind of art. Take different references. So to rewrite your brain memory. So when you practice this kind of thing, you get better at art, because now it's not like you understand, you the hand can be placed like this or like whatever position you want it to be. When I started, see, I was like this. I was just studying, making hands. They are so plain, lifeless actually. Then I keep practicing them, adding various techniques in between, and they kept getting better and better. Okay, so we are going to make first the this shape, the weird shape. Yeah, actually, I was practicing. I thought I should give you guys something different, something that you can also apply in your art. So I was practicing this so I can come live and give you guys something that you can learn from, and that will build your basics stronger. So again with the knuckles. So made the rough art, then again gonna lighten the guidelines. To make a good art, you always have to, you know, have some bad drawings too, because you learn from your mistakes. I'm also thinking about making a good detailed video about this, but let's see when I will be able to upload that. So I'm gonna draw the nails. Okay. Okay, let's make something more difficult now. So two fingers are facing outwards and the other two are facing outwards but are also facing downwards, and the thumb is facing sideways. So it is a bit complex. See, that's why I made these. Okay, see, like this one. So I'm gonna make the circles for the knuckles. And the thumb here. Like this. fingers are like this. But like so, it's a bit complex, as I said. So let's go with this finger. We're gonna go with those 3 strokes. And then with this skin. Okay. Now you can see the knuckle of this finger. So I'm gonna make this. And you can also see the knuckle of this finger. Then the joint in the finger. Again with those 3 strokes. So the most difficult one is when the finger is facing this way. So the front part will be a bit broader than the knuckles behind. Then I'm gonna make nails. I'm going to make nails a bit broader too. This actually shows that fingers are facing forward. Okay. Now I'm going to make these lines that are present on the inner surface of the hands. Okay. You can see a bit of nails here. That's what I'm gonna make. A light line that is distinguish between, that is separating the upper part and the lower part of the hand. I'm gonna shade it. Okay, so this is this reference. So I'm moving to the final reference. This one is the last reference I'm gonna make today. Something complex again. Let's do this one. One of the technique is you can make a shape like this. Another shape protruding. This will depict the position of the thumb. This finger is like this. This finger is like, I'm just sketching the rough references. This finger is coming out here, and he is holding a cigarette like this. Okay. And he is wearing a watch too, but I'm gonna make on this. Okay, so I'm gonna okay, so I'm gonna go with this by making this thumb. This, I'm gonna make the surface. Okay. Then this hand is going here. You can see his knuckles here. And then I'm gonna make those 3 strokes. Then again with those strokes. And then the finger, the knuckles. Then I'm gonna make the finger behind. It is going backwards, so this fingertip I'm going to make it a bit thinner, and this part of the finger a bit broader. Similar with the cigarette facing backward is a bit thinner, and the cigarette coming to the forward is a bit broader. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna erase the guidelines that I made. Excess guidelines, I'm going to erase it. So this is the final one. So this is a warm-up I did for making hands. You can also rewatch my live stream and can draw these hands with me and get better at making them. And you can also DM me on my Instagram if you want me to see what you made. Okay, so see you guys again in next live. Bye.